So I've already made well over 100 videos about the Dragon Prince, so it's safe to say that I'm a bit of a fan. So it's a bit of a strange thing to be reacting to something that I've already seen so many times before, but my goal is that together, perhaps we can find new moments and a new appreciation of the show that we already love so much. Chapter 4, Bloodthirsty. This is the one where we get to meet Amaya! Ah. Must be really cold to just like sleep just like out in the open like that. I guess they did say it was summer.
Unbind yourself. Unbind thyself. Unbindo.
Unbindo. That should be the name of like an escape artist.
Whatever it is you are.
A glow toad, Rayla. You would know this if you were further along in the show. See, Bait goes through a little bit of a character arc where at first he doesn't like Rayla so much, and then in the final episode of season 3 he saves her life by giving her the torch while she's frozen, and she says, "My hero." So they have a little arc. Ah yes, the clerics taking out Harrow's body. So there was a line or something in the Art of the Dragon Prince that actually said that there were plans at one stage of development to actually show Harrow's body in this scene. And honestly, I think there's probably a way you could do that without it being too graphic and grisly, but still able to clearly communicate that that is in fact his body. Like, I don't know if they could have anticipated how strongly people would think that Harrow was in the bird, because he is in the bird. I think Opelli actually looks like Paula Burrows, the voice actress. I don't know if that was deliberate or what, but I think she kind of looks like her. Ah, sad music. I want to know who this Magneto King was.
To me, he was more than a king. In his final hours, Harrow called me his brother.
You know what's interesting about that line, though, is we didn't see the scene. Everybody here is like, oh man, Viren's lying, but we don't know that. Maybe after they had their little spat there, he, you know, Harrow calmed down and told him, you know, hey, I'm sorry, you know, you really are like my brother. You've been here for me the whole time. And then Viren is like, look, I have a plan to wipe out our enemies. And then Harrow's like, oh no, we're not doing that. I'm not going along with that plan. I would rather die a king. And then he just grabs the snake and just like kaboos, sucks his soul like involuntarily out of him to save his life. At least in Viren's perspective, you know, he's doing the right thing, as Viren always thinks he's doing the right thing. He's so smart and well-read and so eloquent, and he's so good at coming up with creative solutions to problems. If only other people would listen to him. So, you know, yeah. Plus the whole like pragmatic philosophy of you know, hey, as long as the ends are good, any means are acceptable, right? So yeah, like, oh man, humanity's gonna overpopulate, so better wipe out half of all life in the universe with the Infinity Gauntlet. Same basic thought process for Viren. It's a pretty good like philosophy for a villain to have. The whole ends justify the means, because then you can have somebody and you can kind of show their train of thought. Like, yeah, you know, like on one hand, I'm like, yeah, you know what, yeah, like they are at war. As far as we know, the elves are coming to, you know, murder people. Dragons are being seen in the human kingdom, so yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, it looks like they're preparing to make a big push, so we better push back now and hard before they come in and kill us all. So it's like, okay, yeah, Viren, like, yeah, I see where you're coming with. And then he's like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to turn all of our people into fire monsters. And then you're like, okay, hold up. We're going to murder the 2 children of the king that was to be my friend. Okay, hold up. it's like, yeah, like, okay, like, I see where you're coming from, man, and I can even agree with you to a point, but it's your actions that are what make you a villain. So, yeah. So maybe keep that in mind in your own life. Just because you have good intentions doesn't mean that what you actually decide to do is justified. That's my like little Darman episode.
If you're enjoying the video so far, why not click that like button? I make videos about animated shows every single week, so if that sounds like something you'd like to keep up with, then consider clicking the subscribe button so you'll never miss a video.
Subscribe to 𝐕
Are dead.
Oh.
We cannot let 𝐊𝐳 cruelty
I mean, he's most likely like just like lying about all of this though.
with strength. Light the fire.
And then we got old Pelly, and she'd be like, no. That was a really cool like motion she makes there. All the other clerics are like, yeah, we're not doing that. And then she does this creepy spider thing. Oh, she kind of has gray eyes in this scene, doesn't she?
Coronation.
He's just like, he's just like making evil speeches now. Oh man, what happened to you, Viren? You used to be cool. The Primal Ball.
Callum? Callum. Hey, that's your name, right? Callum? Clem? Or was it Camel?
Camel.
I guess I was just distracted trying to draw this primal ball.
Primal Stone.
The pure essence of a primal spirit inside.
Primal Source.
Source? Do you know what the moon, the stars, the earth, the ocean,
The way she says Earth is everything.
Yes. To cast a spell.
Also, little detail that I really appreciate is I love you can still see the bite mark from the Shadow Wolf.
Or at least a strong breeze.
I like small changes to character models like that.
All the power of the sky.
Naruto run. I'll never get over that. Jeez Louise, what did she just jump like 2 stories in a single vault? Oh no. Corvus!
Yeah, we probably should.
You can see Corvus in that shot. Best keep that out of sight. What I like is that like there's like what like 30 people watching him just put that weird giant glowing egg in his backpack. It's fine. They didn't see.
That door's locked. So
Fun fact, her gloves are actually a different color in this season than they are in the other seasons. They changed them because some of the people who were trying to interpret her ASL were having some trouble with certain shots because of the dark color. So they changed it. I think they're brown. Man, this room is big.
It's the Winter Lodge.
No winter, no humans. It's a good one. It's like perfect. It is missing the crisscross thing, but it's pretty good. Don't open it. It'll take you to Amphibia. Aha. The key of Erebos, in with a bunch of other keys. Oh, snap!
how did you do it?
How did we do what?
We. How many of you are?
Did I
Some,
say we?
Don't look away from me.
I wonder, was she trained in like counter torture? Was she taught how to do that as a survivor? Because Runan also demonstrates some different like techniques to resist torture techniques. So I wonder, was she also trained in that? Is that why she was so quick to try to like play mind games with him, or is she just, you know,
Careful with the
queen of sarcasm?
Wouldn't want to lose him.
Are a monster. Right, so you have to let us go.
And she says the most like cool line.
Monsters before.
It's okay, I've slain monsters before, like a total gangster. She's amazing.
No song for the occasion.
Arrow is in the bird.
Our princes is a greater injustice.
I really like that this one character model This guy here. You saw him in the pyre scene earlier. This guy. I've nicknamed him Chonky Viren because he looks like Viren. He's even got the gray eyes. He's just like if Viren just got really into jelly tarts. And you see him a couple of times. I really like it. Just in time.
Stop the coronation! The princes are alive!
Viren is disgruntled. So yeah, that's episode 4. I like this one. Okay, it's got some decent Rayla lines, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. The next episode is actually my least favorite of the entire series, so that'll be fun.